YouTube, it's J Cutt here, and we're bringing you another one. I'm a digital artist who likes to watch movies with the people, and today, we about to do Silo. This ain't Silo. Severance, Season 2, Episode 1. Listen, we've been waiting 18 years. 18 years for Severance. Okay? Because remember, the strike happened, so it got pushed. But, you know, I'm so glad it did because phenomenal. Okay? So we're just going to get right on to it because if you've seen the Silo episode 10 breakdown, you know that it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Actually, almost 4 o'clock in the morning for me right now. And I said I was going to edit both of those, but I'm going to edit them when I wake up. So at least I'm recording them now, so then all I got to do is edit them because I'm beat, if you can't already tell. Go ahead, coffee girl. Okay, so before we get into it, first of all, I want you guys to check out Everything is Oz. I made a video around Wicked Week that breaks down how a lot of movies follow the same pattern of The Wizard of Oz, and Severance, although not a movie, is a show, follows the pattern of The Wizard of Oz like more than anything I've ever seen. I don't know if it's going to go that way for season 2, but it went that way for season 1. So go ahead and check out Everything is Oz. If you have not already, don't forget to like, subscribe, push that notification button because we're going to keep bringing this stuff to you. So before we get into the spoilers, we're going to go over the overall feeling. First of all, Harper, who these people? That was the first initial feeling. Who these people? Who these people? These ain't our people. That's the feeling. That's the feeling of the whole episode. You're like, who these people? Where are people at? And then there's a falling in line. Like there's a like everything starts to, and then all right, we're caught up. I love that. Ranking 9 out of 10. I really want to give it a 10 out of 10, but 9 out of 10. It's a really good, like firm start. It give you all the calculated, figuring it out energy, but with the excitement of the last episode. So in season, okay, before we get there. All right, we're in spoiler territory. Spoiler review. This is a spoiler review. So if you ain't going to watch it, go and watch it, then come back. Okay? Cue the music. I don't know what music we're going to use. It might be the same music or new music. We'll see. Anyway, all right, now we're in recap. So remember, recap of last season, basically the 4 main characters, they decided, all right, you know, we're sick of this. We're going to get on out. So they get out, they stay as innies, but now they're outside, and they're like, just get to whoever you can get to. So we find out in last season that, so Dylan, he didn't go out, actually. Dylan stayed in because he had to hold on to the control. So he was holding on for dear life, okay? Irving went to go, he was in his apartment, he saw all the paintings of the elevator, but then he kind of went sidetracked to go find his partner, which did not work because already with someone else, so that didn't happen. Then you have Mark, who we find out, number one, he's at a party where Cobell, because I got all the people's names here. Cobell, she's there, so he's kind of like, why is she there, right? And he kind of gave it away by calling her Miss Cobell. And then he finds out that his wife, not only is she alive, but she's the wellness counselor. So he's like, she's alive. That's how it ended, which is why I was screaming at the top of my lungs in season 1. And then we also find out that Helly is the daughter of the creator of the Severance program, of Lumen. Oh my goodness. So that was something else. So yeah, that's the recap of season 1. So let's get into the characters. And if you don't know, the way we're going to do it is it's going to be broken down into 5 parts. We do the recap, which we just did. We do the characters. Then we do the twist, or the plot twist, or the shock, like the thing that was really the moment or the big point of the episode. And then we do the conclusion, and then we do predictions, which are really fun. If you're new here, the predictions, in my opinion, is the most fun because I like to see if I got them right. And late in Silo, I got a lot of them right. So we'll see how we do with Severance, because Severance is a whole nother show. Okay, characters. Mark. So when he comes back and he's trying to find his people, But when he get there, oh wait, so before you get to his main office area, he goes first to the wellness area because that's where his wife is, but she ain't in there. Not only the room ain't even the room no more. The picture's off the wall, okay? So she ain't there. Then he goes to the main area, and Harper, who these people? Although they were, I kind of hope we'll see them again, but I have a feeling we won't, because I'm not even really seeing them in the, because I like to put on Google the cast of the show, so I can at least see all their faces, so it can jog memories and stuff. But I don't even see none of those 4 people there. So maybe they were literally just stand-ins for the 5 months. Remember, it's been 5 months since they've been back. So they needed somebody to do the work. So they're stand-ins. But they're also like kind of the other side of the coin of the characters that we know. So it's kind of funny. This episode was a lot more funny. It's not hilarious, but I was laughing a lot more watching this episode than I did in any episode in season 1. I think because season 1 was such a mystery that this one, we know the characters, so they can be themselves a lot more forward, and you get to like kind of laugh with them. Because like how when you meet someone for the first time, nothing they do is really funny, but then when they become your friend, everything they do is funny. It felt like that. It felt like that, literally. So it was like, who these people? We don't want these people, and neither did he. And it got to a point where he's like, no, I need to know, because Mr. Melchek, who we're going to talk about now, Mr. Melchek has such a good look. Like, he's very, very clean. The skin is skinning. The hair is hairing. He has a really good look. And because of the cinematography, the lighting, it's just very nice. I love his look. But Mark is not having it. Mark is not having it. So Mark had to go on over, bum rush through the office, tried to get the speaker, and was like, "Y'all hear me? Yeah, I need my people. Get my people back." And I guess they heard him, but I don't know if that was a part. Something's obviously not right. I mean, it's the first episode. But something's fishy about what Lumen's doing, and they don't seem genuine at all. Not even a little bit. We're going to talk about that in the twist section. Mr. Melchek is very much power hungry, right? Well, he always has been, but now that he's in Cobell's position, he's very much trying to take that spot. And he, like, the fact that her name was still on the screen was eating him up. So something's off with everybody, really, but something's really off with him, and I can't take it. But he's a great character, but he's just a horrible person. He's a horrible villain, but he's great. His acting is great, and the character's great. You get what I'm saying? The little girl, Miss Wong. At first, I'm like, oh, that's his daughter, but the timing doesn't make any sense. I don't know why that randomly popped in my head, but why is she a child? I guess I could put that in the confusion area, but I think she's an intern. I think she's older than she looks. I don't think she's obviously not an adult, but I don't think she's like a little kid. They're like, why is an 8-year-old? She's obviously not 8, but that tells me that she's younger than she looks, and she's probably like either high school or college, and I don't think she's severed, because like by law, can you sever someone who's underage? I don't think so. She looks like she's in high school, and I don't think by law you can legally sever a high schooler unless she's in college as like a freshman, which is why she looks kind of young, or maybe she skipped a grade. So I don't know, something's up there. I don't think she's severed, and if she is, ooh, that's something else. Miss Cobell, she didn't show up yet. She will. She's too good of a character, because she's, out of everybody, she's insane. She's mentally not there. The question is, where's she at? I mean, she was fired, but I don't think she got fired, but because of the incident with her figuring out that the innies were out and her rushing back to the office, I think that made Lumen respect her a little bit. But at the same time, Melchek mentioned her in this episode, was kind of like they didn't understand how she was. I guess she's an extremist, and they didn't understand how she infiltrated in this way. So maybe, I don't think she came back, but I think she's going to be in this. What? Not think. I know she is, because they were just, when they did the ad in Times Square, she was there. So obviously she's back. But how is she back? I don't know. Irving, so we'll talk about a little bit in the twist. But when they were speaking about, when they finally got back together, the four of them, he spoke about, hold on, make sure it's a good spot. So anyway, he spoke about, he didn't want to tell them what actually happened, but eventually he told Dylan. So he went to Bert, but Bert already had a relationship going on, so he's obviously broken. So he's about ready to end his life. He was about to go out the because the new rule is that if you want to leave, you can leave, but they like, no, we don't want to leave because we're trying to figure something out. They didn't tell Melchek that, but they're like, no, we don't want to leave. But Irving's kind of like, I want to leave, because if what is there to live for? That's where he's kind of at. And Dylan's like, I can't let you leave because then I'm gonna be sad. You know, we're friends, and then basically you died in my eyes. So no, I don't want that. But before that, or right after that exchange, he tells Dylan secretly in his ear that when he went back, when he was in the outside world, he popped up at his house, and when he popped up at his house, he saw all these paintings of a dark hallway with the elevator at the end and a down pointing arrow going downstairs. And he doesn't know what that is. No one's ever seen it. And we know, the audience knows, that that's the same place that his wife, Mark's wife, was sent to, and she went down. We don't know what that means, but I think I have an idea. We're going to talk about it in a bit. Dylan, he was shown a family room by Melchek, Mr. Melchek. And Melchek's like, don't tell them because we don't want them to be jealous. But he's just trying to butter them up. And the thing is, I think Dylan is my favorite. Melchek, Dylan, and I really like Helly, just because I like her acting. But Dylan might be my favorite character. And Dylan, he'll take a little bit of bribery for a second, but eventually he'd be like, forget that mess. So right now he's liking it, but really he out of everybody, Dylan cannot stand Melchek. So I don't think it's gonna last long, this little family room. But he alluded to the fact that in this family room he should be able to see his family as an innie. I don't know how that will work. I don't even know if that's a good idea, to be very honest. He found out what his wife's name is, which I forgot to write down. And so yeah, there's that. Okay, going into the twist / shocking parts of the episode. The animated orientation video. Not only, first of all, the video was kind of cool. It's like a claymation puppet animation that used to be it's in the old break room. So the break room was a room where, if you don't know, where if they act up, they had to go in there and basically apologize sincerely. So they would have to read this thing over and over and over again until Melchek or whomever decided that they were being sincere, whatever that is. But in that same room, no longer is that set up there, and there's a little room where they said new employees would come and watch this video, which is the orientation video. And in the video is very much like True Colors and subliminal messaging about their entrapment, subliminal messaging about their obedience and their like unwavering, unwilling duty and obligation to Lumen, whether they want to or not. And then they are presented as this game-changing heroes that change the look and feel of Lumen. It was very weird, very awkward. It was, for the show, it was fantastic, but like the characters did not like that, because like, what the world's going on here? Okay, so that was very much funny and very much a jaw drop. And then the biggest jaw drop is that Haley lies to the group and doesn't. At first, I'm like, uh-oh, that's the outie, but no, I don't think that's the case. She doesn't tell them the truth about who she is. And at first, I'm like, honestly, it's key. Because if it was me personally, I couldn't hold that information back. You just got to get over it. And the information is that she's the daughter of the creator of Lumen, right? You're going to have to get over that. Like, you're going to be upset for a few days, but eventually you're going to have to get over it, because I don't think that's something I want to hide. That being said, I understand why she didn't feel comfortable, because she loves them and she doesn't want to hurt them and doesn't want them to look at her different. So I get it, but I just don't think that's the best thing. Honestly, it's better. Honestly, it's the best thing. So I need water. I know it's the coffee girl and this is water, but I don't care. I don't care. Okay, confusion. The thing that got me a little confused is this a different floor? So remember, he came to the floor, he saw the different crew, and he like, who these people? That was the floor that we recognized. Then when he started flipping out and was like, I need my people back, Melchek sent them on the elevator. And it didn't show where it didn't show an up or down arrow, which it usually will show, because it didn't show an up or down arrow. And it also did something different. It went black. You could tell he felt like he just died, because when he came out of it, he was shook up. So I think he went down, and I think either he's on the same floor as his wife or just not far. I wonder how much floors go down, because they did mention that they mentioned it in the orientation video that first of all, there was like 100 and something. I'm thinking silos, 100 and something severance quarters around the world or something like that. So that's crazy. And they go down into the ground. So, yeah. So I wonder about that. Also, we know it's a different floor because it was this big painting on the wall, and I'm wondering inside this confusion area, what does the painting mean? So, in the painting, from what I remember, it seemed like the Lumen main guy, standing up. Well, you'll see the image here, but standing up with a sword, and then 4 characters. They don't look like the 4 characters, but they kinda do, and they're like in the ground, like from the bust up, and looking towards him as if they're about to get their head chopped off. But then there's like guards. I'm kind of hovering here. Guards in this corner. And then there's like a beam of light and like a factory in the background. So obviously there's a lot of truth in there. We are all wondering, what are they actually doing? And yeah, so then at the very end, that's when they kind of get back into the motion of working, but you know that that's not what they're here to do no more. They're done with work, but they back to the regular degular. You know what I mean? And I thought that was just like a really great episode. Okay, let's get into the predictions. So I think next episode is going to be the opposite. So in this episode, we got only inside. We didn't see any outside whatsoever, besides like flashbacks or whatever. But other than that, we were inside the Lumen underground the whole time with the innies. I think next episode is going to be outside the whole time with the outies. The only thing that makes sense. So I'm looking forward to that, because you do feel a little claustrophobic with the innies, because you're like, there's no windows, there's no light, there's what's really happening on the outside. What's really, the outside is a little bit more breathable, but then so breathable that you feel like there's no answers out here. So it's this weird balance, and I love it. There's that. I think now as I'm saying it, I don't think it's the case. So I was about to say, I think all 4 of them outside are close because of that picture. There's a picture of them that they said, you guys have become the face of Lumen. Da, 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 da. I actually, at first I'm like, I think all 4 of them are close. But the more I think about it, I actually don't think they are. I think on the surface to the public, they're close. But I think they actually are upset with Haley. Would they have the same upsetment? the outies wouldn't have any reason to be upset with her, but the innies would. And I think Haley is gonna I think because Haley's innie cares, but the out maybe the innie cares and the outie doesn't. That's what I think. I think the innie cares that she is the daughter, but I think the outie realizes, oh, but I don't know. I don't know. That's complicated. I think, which goes to the next thing. So I think Mark is going to get the procedure. I think the procedure is where the brain merges and then he keeps all memory. That's going to be very necessary for Mark. I hope Haley gets it, because I think what will happen is once Haley gets both of those memories, it'll level her out, because she'll understand why her father made this horrible company and whatever that reasons are. But then she'll also understand how horrible they're being treated, and that'll level her out. So I think I would like for her to get it, but I don't know if she will get it. Okay. I think Mark's outie is livid. I think Mark's outie is livid. Do you understand? Out of anybody, I think now that Mark's outie knows that his wife is not dead, he is livid. I don't think you understand. I feel he's probably so upset, and that's why he wanted to go back. Because remember, Melchick was like, "Oh, you don't, you almost begged me to come back." Why? Because he wants his wife back. So that's the only thing that makes sense. And I'm wondering what about the sister and brother-in-law. I don't have firm predictions yet. I think the sister is ride or die. She kind of like, let's do this. The baby is toddler age. Well, not toddler, because that's only 5 months. Maybe crawling around. And then, or just sitting up, because I think 5 months is not that much, right? The brother-in-law probably wrote another book, because after that, you got to write another book, or is in the process of writing another book, which would make sense. Anyway, I love this show. I think it's the best show on television, best show in show history. It's really, 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 really good. So, I am dying. You can probably hear it in my voice. It's getting a little. Stay tuned. Not too many other shows are going to get this treatment. I am going to do a overall review of Wednesday. No. I might do a weekly review of Wednesday. We'll see. But an overall review of Last of Us. An overall review of what's the show? Fallout. But Fallout might be different, because I might want to do that for the reaction channel, for the reactions, and then do a review. So we'll see how I feel about that. To that point, don't forget, I'm going to get back to Fallout. That's right after that. After this, that's the next thing. I'm going to get back to Fallout. We're going to start Avatar. We're going to get back to Star Wars. We're going to get back into the movie reactions. I just needed 2 weeks to get my life. I just put out I was about to say Come to America. Oh gosh, my brain's everywhere. I just put out Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. So we'll I just need to kind of get back into the motions. It was a little slow, but we're gonna get back on it, and we're gonna put that stuff out there. So that's all I got for you guys. If you have not already, don't forget to like, subscribe, push that notification button, because we're gonna keep bringing this stuff to you. I'm dead. I'm really dead, y'all.